Ladies and gentlemen, we got some big news coming down the hollow tables. We have got MOTHMA coming to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and a character rework. This is actually something I'm really hyped about. I've wanted my girl MOTHMA in this game for quite some time, and here we are. We're getting her right now. So let's get into this. I just saw this post. I have not read the kit, so we're going to read over the kit, and we're also going to talk about some changes to Scarif, Rebel, Pathfinder. All of this makes me hype because we got this new character, 3 Baka. We've been wondering how we're going to use 3 Baka in this game. I'm guessing this is probably going to tie to that. We will have to wait and see. So let's get right into this, ladies and gentlemen. We'll start with the Scarif, Rebel, Pathfinder changes because this is a little bit easier to go through, and then we'll go over the Mon Mothma stuff. So we are making changes to Scarif, Rebel, Pathfinder's basic ability in this week's update with Mon Mothma. The release of Mon Mothma will create a new team of Rebel fighters, a list of which you can find here. So let's look at this. So Rebel fighters, okay, we'll look at that on Mon Mothma's kit. And it was necessary to make a few changes to Scarif, Rebel, Pathfinder to allow the squad to have its own unique strategies and reinvigorate several less used characters. Ooh, okay. That's always good to see. Without these changes, Mon Mothma's kit had the potential to cause a nearly infinite loop when combined with turn meter gained from Scarif, Rebel, Pathfinder's basic ability, Dig In. Oh, so are we nerfing? While we are maintaining the core identity of him as a reviving tank, the turn meter gained from his basic ability is a useful part of his kit. The additional accuracy up and guaranteed offense up help to mitigate some of these changes and provide utility in the new squad, especially in the Rebel offensive territory battle where Jordicas have higher evasion. Oh gosh, yes. However, it may change the overall value of the character for some players, and so we will be returning all ability materials used to upgrade his basic ability. Below are the changes. Okay, so old basic, deal physical damage to target enemy with a 70% chance to gain offense up for 2 turns. All other allies gain 15% turn meter. New basic, deal physical damage to target enemy and gain offense up for 2 turns. Grant accuracy up for 2 turns to a random ally who doesn't have it. So you get the accuracy in place of the turn meter, which is going to help. So I don't know if that's just a change, not really my Twitch chat was calling it a rework. I'm not calling that a rework. I'm calling that but it's good that they caught the infinite loop beforehand. So, all right, here we go. Mon Mothma. There she is. Ah, yes, it just feels right. And now here's where I'm really confused I'm already confused that we're not seeing 3 Baka in here. I feel like if they're bringing in a new Rebel right now, why would they not be working with 3 Baka? Anyway, I guess maybe they want 3 Baka in that CLS team, perhaps. Okay, introduces a new unit affiliation, Rebel Fighter. Summons a Rebel Trooper. Ooh, so she's a summoning character. That's fun. That can be promoted multiple times. Okay, I'm not sure what promoted means. Provides recovery and revives for Rebel Fighter allies. Interesting. Okay, I like it. So here we go. Light side support Rebel. Abilities. Advocate for peace. So she's probably a passive only character, I'm guessing. Final text. Dispel all debuffs on the weakest Rebel ally. Rebel allies recover 6 health and protection. Okay, so sounds kind of like a Hermit Yoda there to start with. Look, she just raises her hands. It's kind of like a Palpatine. The First Galactic Rebellion! Okay, special number 1. Restore our Republic. Final text. Revive a random Rebel fighter ally with 40% health and protection. All Rebel allies have their current health percentages equalized. Very nice. Then rally Mon Mothma and Rebel fighter allies. Okay, so rallied characters act on their basic role. Tanks taunt and gain critical hit immunity for 2 turns. Attackers assist. Healers and supports restore 15% health and protection to all allies. Very nice. Okay, so you can see that kind of in action right there. Interesting. Okay, so special 2, field promotion. Cooldown of 5. Let's look at this one. Oh, wow. Okay, so she's like playing rock, paper, scissors here, it looks like. What? Literally, what is that? Okay, I don't mean to be negative, but that's the stupidest animation I've ever seen. What is this? What? Have her like pull out, like what? All right, I don't really know what that is. That's a silly animation, I think. All right, final text. Summon a rebel trooper. If a rebel trooper is already present, they are promoted to a rebel officer. If they were already a rebel officer, they are promoted to rebel commander. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so there's the rebel trooper. If they were already a rebel officer, they're promoted to rebel commander. If they're already rebel commander, dispel all debuffs on them. They recover 25% health and protection and reduce the cooldowns of Mon Mothma and all rebel fighter allies by 1. Okay, nice. This ability can only be used if all allies are rebel at the start of the battle. Okay, so they're getting out ahead of some of that theory crafting that tends to cause issues for them. So I like that promotion mechanic. That's pretty unique. Something we haven't seen before, in spite of this this animation being kind of silly, I think. I think it's kind of a cool ability. Okay, so we got a leader and a unique and another unique. So 3 Zetas. Wow, oh my gosh, this is getting complicated here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll digest her leader ability first. At the start of the battle, if Mon Mothma is in the leader slot and she and all rebel fighter allies gain 8% of their combined base max health, protection, offense, defense, potency, and tenacity. Wow. Okay, so this is good. So this is going to be our second really solid rebel leader. That sounds like a really solid rebel leader ability already. Mon Mothma and rebel fighter allies have a 100% chance to assist each other whenever they use an ability during their turn, dealing 90% less damage. Limit once per turn per ally. So it's a lot less damage, but they're going to be doing a lot of attacking. If that ability dealt no damage, the damage penalty is reduced to 45% less damage, and that ally dispels all debuffs on the healthiest rebel ally. So I'm trying to figure that out. So if the ability dealt no damage, the damage penalty is reduced to 45% less damage, and that ally dispel. So do they then do damage, or is that for the next time they assist? I'm wondering. I'm a little bit confused on that ability in particular. All right, unique 1 Zeta. This is our rebellion. Final text. Mon Mothma has plus 50 speed. Wow. Mon Mothma can't be targeted. Oh, wow. And is immune to taunt effects. So, which makes it, I mean, normally with passive only characters, you don't really want to attack them anyway, but now you just can't target her at all. So if you want to remove some of her effects, you just can't do it. So anyway, Mon Mothma can't be targeted and is immune to taunt effects. So you can't mark her either. If there are no other allied combatants at the start of the turn, Mon Mothma escapes from the battle. Okay. So basically, this is giving us 50 speed and immune to targeting. And then, okay, here we go. We got unique number 2, Zeta Rebel Trooper. Final text. Yeah. So this is the Rebel Trooper. So you upgrade this Rebel Trooper with the Zeta ability, it looks like. So you upgrade the Trooper itself within her kit. Is kind of how I'm reading that. So light side attacker, rebel fighter. Basic, rebel bravado. Dispel all buffs on target enemy and deal physical damage. If this unit has been promoted to officer or commander, inflict daze for 1 turn. So daze on basic once promoted, dispel on basic. That's solid. Oh my gosh. Dispel on basic is always great. Special here is rebel morale, cooldown of 4. Rebel allies gain defense penetration up for 2 turns. If this unit has been promoted to commander, rally all rebel fighter allies. This ability can only be used if rebel trooper has been promoted to officer or commander. Okay, very nice. And then unique number 1, rebellion tactics. Mon Mothma and rebel fighter allies have plus 15% critical damage and 30% tenacity. If this unit has been promoted to commander, these bonuses are tripled. Wow, so lots of critical damage going on there once he's commander, and a crap ton of tenacity. It's going to be 90% tenacity, 45% crit damage. Unique 2, summoned. This unit's stats scale with the summoner's stats. This unit can only be summoned to the ally slot if it's available. I don't like how they limit that in Galaxy of Heroes. Is anyone else with me? They limit the summoning spots to just one single spot. I'm used to playing games like Marvel Strike Force now and Disney Sorcerer's Arena, where you have so many summoning spots. I wish that they open that up a bit. But anyway, this unit can't be summoned in raids, can't be revived. If an effect counts defeated units, this unit doesn't count. Okay. When there are no other allied combatants, this unit escapes from the battle. A unit can't be revived if this summoned unit exists in their slot. So this is interesting. So a couple quick impressions. It seems like they're really getting out. Like when I see things like, if this effect counts, if an effect counts defeated units, this unit doesn't count. Stuff like that, and adding the condition of everyone needs to be a rebel, that kind of thing. It seems like they're getting out ahead of some potential nerfing that would need to happen in the future. So it kind of reads to me, based on what I'm seeing here, that they actually did a lot of playtesting with this. So props to CG for getting out ahead of that, because I would rather that stuff be addressed before you release the characters. And so maybe I know that they talked about getting a playtest group together that they let everyone apply for, that they told the game changers we could apply for, and they didn't let any of the old game changers into that I know of. But looks like they got a group together, I think, and they're getting their job done. So that's really good to hear. So anyway, other than that, I'm excited about the idea of a new Rebel team. It looks like they're really Wedge, Pow, McMole, hello, Chirrut, and Cara Dune. What a random group of synergy. I'm curious to see who all these Rebel fighters are going to be. I think they have a list here. Let's go look. In the developer insight, is there a list of Rebel fighters? I think that they mentioned that. So, Rebel fighters. Okay, here's the Rebel fighters. That's really important information. So you got Baze. So maybe the return of CHAZE, maybe. Baze, Biggs, Biston, Bodhi, Cara Dune, Cassian, Chirrut, the Hoth Bros, Jin, K2SO, Lando, Pow, Scarif Rebel, Pathfinder, and Wedge. So literally all of the least used rebels. All right. So they're trying to, maybe that's an indirect cash grab, trying to get that gear flooding into rebels that nobody uses right now. Kind of having mixed feelings about that, but maybe I'm just too much of a pessimist. But anyway, very interesting stuff here. I'm pretty disappointed that she's not going to work with the new 3 Baka. That was kind of, when I saw that MOTHMA was coming, that was the first thing I thought is great. We got another character that's going to go with 3 Baka. Instead, it's here's a new Rebel character and go ahead and put gear 13 on characters that you are probably sitting at gear 8 in your roster or something like that. So anyway, take that for what it's worth. I'm excited about this for the most part. I got a couple things that I'm not so excited about, but let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. Are you going to be wailing on MOTHMA? We'll see if we do here in the Cubs fam. I'm going to have to think about this one. So, all right, everyone, thanks again for joining me for the video. And as always, my brothers, don't forget,